The good news, the number of patients in Colorado hospitals with COVID-19 continues to level out. But there are still dozens of Colorado families mourning the loss of a loved one. Denver 7's Micah Smith shares one family's story.
60,000 people in the United States have lost their lives to COVID-19. More than 700 Coloradans have died fighting the virus. The statistics can be daunting, even more so when you take a closer look and see the real people, victims, who make up those numbers.
Kareem Hawthorne was only 45 years old, healthy family man, worked a good job.
And when coronavirus made its way to Colorado, Kareem Hawthorne's wife, Asha Hawthorne, says he tried his best to protect his family.
So he brought home some masks, some good ones. And he's like, here you go, this is for you since you're so anal about this virus that's going on.
But the week of March 30th, Asha says Kareem started coughing.
So he contacted his doctor, over the phone, over Zoom, but the doctor said it didn't sound like a COVID cough, that he wasn't having COVID symptoms, and that just isolate himself and just kind of watch, as he progressed.
But Kareem got worse, and a few days later, he went to a drive-up testing site where he tested positive for COVID-19. Asha says Kareem's doctor prescribed him an inhaler, but he still struggled to breathe. So he went to a local hospital where Asha says he was checked in, but was ultimately told to go home.
And just kind of watch your symptoms as they go, just like what the doctor says, just keep watching, keep watching, keep watching.
On April 8th, Asha, who is a healthcare worker, was working a long shift.
When I got the call from my son that Daddy wasn't moving, I rushed home.
She got home before the paramedics and attempted to do CPR, but it was too late. Kareem was gone.
We were being proactive with everything to try to save this man's life, and it just wasn't enough.
Kareem is a part of a group of COVID-19 victims dying at a disproportionate rate in Colorado, African Americans.
And particularly the African American community has been disproportionately impacted by the concentration of cases and deaths.
African Americans make up about 4% of Colorado's population, but account for 7% of the state's COVID-19 cases and deaths. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock and Governor Jared Polis say they're working with state public health officials to figure out why this is happening. But Asha says it won't change the fact that her Kareem is gone.
I just feel like he didn't deserve this. I can't put the blame on the hospitals. I can't put the blame on the doctor. But I can just make people aware of, it's not okay for hospitals to turn people away.
Nearly a month after his death, with no more than 10 people present, Asha and her 3 kids said goodbye to Kareem.
COVID is still dictating how this man is going home to be with God. I'll be able to process it, one day, and I'll be able to get through, I'm strong. But for my kids, that's where my heartache comes from.
But Asha can't help but ask, what if?
There's a lot of, what if we could have did this? What could have I would have done better?
She says she only hopes there aren't many more families that will ask themselves those same questions as we continue to fight this virus. In Denver, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
Asha Hawthorne did not want Denver 7 to name the hospital Kareem visited out of respect for the healthcare workers there still fighting the virus. We reached out to the healthcare system that runs the hospital, and they declined to comment, but said the majority of COVID-19 patients are not admitted to the hospital and are encouraged to monitor symptoms from home.